everyone, I hope you're all well and welcome to another video on the channel. Today we are going to be talking about the very controversial Timeless Children storyline and why I think it isn't as bad as some fans claim it to be. To do this, I'm going to be looking at the two biggest complaints that I hear online the most about the Timeless Child arc. If you do end up enjoying this video, please maybe give it a wee thumbs up as it does help the channel out, and as always please be respectful towards others in the comments section. So let's start with the first complaint, and that would be the Timeless Child storyline is only being written, so the First Doctor is now changed to being a female person of colour. I can understand this argument to a point, but to be honest, I just don't think we have any evidence of this being the case. We know showrunner Chris Chibnall pitched this idea to the BBC as part of his presentation to take over the show, but I find it extremely unlikely this was all done just to make the First Doctor a female person. It's much more likely this was simply constructed to tell a new storyline for the Doctor, and you have to remember, the idea of previous Doctors before William Hartnell was originally a planned storyline in the classic Who series. It's not far-fetched to believe Chris Chibnall liked the idea of this concept and decided to use it to tell a new storyline for the Doctor's character. I'd imagine the idea to even make the very first incarnation a female person of colour is made by the BBC and not Chibnall, and in my opinion there is nothing wrong with that. The BBC were never going to win in this situation. If they made all the Timeless Children white males, you would then have other fans claiming it's not a divisive enough lineup. You have to remember that white males and females were still included in this lineup, and we simply shouldn't care in 2021 what gender or skin colour the person is even made of. Number 1 is only a number, and the BBC are clearly moving the character to a stage where they don't want gender or skin colour to be such an important factor. That day will be when we get a new incarnation and we simply don't judge straight away just based on gender or skin colour. But in terms of the Timeless Child arc, again, I definitely don't believe it was done for political reasons and feel it was much more created to explore a new storyline for the Doctor's backstory. Moving on to the second complaint I hear, and that is the Doctor being the Timeless Child makes them too important in the universe. I do get the thinking behind this one, because the Doctor is supposed to be just a simple person passing by and helping people out. They don't want to be known as a big hero of the day. The Doctor isn't Wonder Woman or Batman. The Doctor is a time traveller who doesn't think or wish to be important to the universe. The problem is though, that doesn't always feel to be the case. I'd argue it's more the opposite most of the time, with the Doctor feeling like someone who's very much known around the universe. For example, as the 12th Doctor said himself, he was the man who stopped the monsters, and by the Doctor doing this over and over again, and with always being successful at doing so, definitely has made the Doctor a very important person that a lot of monsters and people fear of meeting. The new series in particular has paid a lot of attention to this factor, especially with the Matt Smith era, where we've seen countless times just how powerful and important the Doctor can really be. You could argue when the Doctor decided to leave Gallifrey and break away from the normal Time Lord rules is when he became a much more important figure in the universe. Taking all of that into consideration, does the Timeless Child arc really change that much of the character when the show already pays so much attention to showing how impactful the Doctor can be? Yes, it probably will make the Doctor even more known in the universe, but again, the Doctor is already a very known figure with most of the universe knowing who they are. Rather than taking anything away, you could argue what the Timeless Child arc does is in fact add a more interesting backstory to the character that can be explored in the years ahead. Remember, we are only at the beginning of this new storyline, and I'm sure Chris Chibnall will reveal a lot more within the next few years. I don't think everything will be, or should be told, as you need to keep a mystery element of the Doctor alive, and I'm sure the writers are aware of this. I don't think we need to worry about the Doctor's name being revealed, for example, as that will probably never ever be answered, and that's a good thing. All I'm saying is maybe we should try and give Chris Chibnall more of a chance. You never know, this storyline might turn out being one of the best for the show ever. Just look at The Deadly Assassins, a very controversial story at first, but now one of the top fan favourite stories. Only time will tell with the Timeless Child arc, but what are your thoughts so far? Are you a fan, or do you absolutely hate the idea? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and please if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more Doctor Who videos. Thanks all for watching, take care, and see you all next time.